Welcome back for the 100th edition of NC Sports Weekly News, where the water sports tribes come to meet. Now in the lineup, the two old foxes have done it. Bernard Stamm and Jean Lecam are back into port as winners following an epic performance at the Barcelona World Race. Daniel Kereopa is crowned the new ultimate waterman in his home waters as the world's very best board riders fought it out on multiple disciplines in New Zealand. Zaffain and Bin Hendi are back with a vengeance. Emirati teams have filled the podium in Dubai for round 3 of the UIM XCAT World Series. The Swans shine in the glorious Caribbean sun, and Senior Correspondent Sebastien Destremau has the report. Surviving the Great South, Volvo Ocean Race teams head for Cape Horn as they tackle the worst leg of them all. Awesome onboard live feeds from the Pacific Ocean. NC Sports, plunge into the action. Epic barely describes the galloping victory of Cheminée Pujol at this year's edition of the Barcelona World Race. The two old foxes Bernard Stamm and Jean Lecam confirmed all forecasts, dominated the rest of the fleet across all the oceans, and entered the port of Barcelona as winners after a truly exceptional regatta around the globe. Six editions of the Vendée Globe, 9 circumnavigations, and 60 transatlantic crossing. And now this, huge, barely conveys the combined experience of these two great skippers who now add another monumental victory to their already super rich trophy room. Yet this win does have a special flavor to it for the Swiss and the Frenchman. Few or no mistakes were made on their 23,000 nautical mile adventure. The competition had no options but to hang in there and follow their lead. And what a gap that was. Spanish team Neutrogena expected into port in second place, and the Spanish-Argentine guys in third are still over 1,000 nautical miles behind in the Atlantic. Shore teams also deserve much of the credit for success in these non-stop circumnavigations, and it was a job well done in the Cheminée Pujol team. The winning IMOCA 60 suffered little or no damage on board, allowing these two over 50 skippers to concentrate on the best tactics and the wisest boat handling. Join the current on Nautical Channel for complete in-depth reports from this extraordinary Barcelona World Race 2014-2015. The brand new Ultimate Waterman Challenge took over Mission Bay in New Zealand last week, bringing together 7 of the world's top athletes to compete by invitation only in the first ever all-around board event of its kind. The intense schedule involved 6 grueling surfing events, including short and longboard surfing, stand-up paddle surfing and endurance, Waka Ama endurance, and big wave paddle in surfing. The legendary Laird Hamilton and Titus Kinimaka were also on hand as special guests, and even as mere spectators, were a huge inspiration for the younger competitors. A self-described guerrilla event, the Ultimate Waterman Circus moved all around the country by road and by air for 8 days straight in search for the best possible conditions for each discipline. New Zealand's Daniel Kereopa won this debut event thanks to his key victory in the longboard, and after a close battle with Hawaiian superstar Kai Lenny and 2014 SUP champion Connor Baxter from the USA. Only a handful of points separated the world-class trio at the top, as competitors were faced with this unique, multitasking sports adventure. Powerboating fans witnessed a heart-stopping finale over the weekend for round 2 of the 2015 UIM XCAT World Series in Dubai. This was one unlucky race for Giovanni Carpitella and Ahmed Al-Hamli, as their T-bone station led for most of the race in a tight duel with 2014 champs Zaffain and Bin Hendi on X Dubai. Until the penultimate lap number 13, when fuel intake problems stopped what appeared to be a closed and done deal for the Italian crew. In the end, 3 UAE teams have filled up the podium. With average speeds of 90 knots or 145 kilometers per hour, Zaffain and Bin Hendi got their round 2 win and a rematch after retiring from round 1 last month for a fire on board. Proving that this was no leisure cruise, second-place finishers Rashid Suhail Al-Tayer and Fareh Khalfan Al-Mansouri on Abu Dhabi team closed only 6 seconds behind, while another 27 seconds later, Salem Al-Didi and Asa Al-Ali took third on Dubai. Current overall standings see Al-Tayer and Al-Mansouri with a strong lead at a remarkable 70 points, and with both the Dubai and ex-Dubai teams on the chase at 49. The next stop for the 2015 UIM XCat World Series will take place this early May in Europe for round 3. Be there with NC Sports.
The second edition of the Swan Cap Caribbean draws to a close with the 4th day of picture-perfect sailing for the 21 participating yachts. The Swan Cap is a showcase of passion and sportsmanship and a testament to the joy of sailing. The setting of the yacht club Costa Esmeralda in Virgin Gorda is spectacular, and the entire week is characterized by brisk easterly wind of 20 knots. Following a single start for all classes, the larger Class A boats are to complete on the 25 nautical mile course that brings them west to Great Kamanoe Islands and back to the finish of Necker Islands. With no change in the prevailing conditions, the group winners claim bullet on corrected time to extend their leads they had secured from the start of the event. Overall winners of the event are Swan 80 Celine in Class A and Swan 53 Music in Class B.
Still push hard. Like yesterday, we just been pushing 100% because it was sailable. But it is when the front passages are coming and you're getting in the conditions where you have 30 plus, then I think you have to be you have to find that balance. Keep pushing or slowing down and let the others break.
If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. At nearly 7,000 nautical miles, this is the longest and toughest leg of the Volvo Ocean Race 2014-2015 edition. While dodging the icebergs, bangs, bruises, and injuries are already affecting the teams. But this remains a prestigious rite of passage for many of the sailors in the race, veterans and rookies alike. After departing from Auckland and New Zealand just a week ago on the whip-lashing tail of Super Cyclone Pam, the VOR fleet is now heading at record-breaking speeds towards the infamous Cape Horn. Crews brace themselves for the better part of the first 1,000 nautical miles, as 30-plus knots of wind and up to 6-meter waves put both the boats and the sailors to the ultimate test. Such as the life in the Great South, where violent weather conditions unbridled with no land obstructing their path. With Brunel racing in the lead, skipper Boe Becking opted for a northerly route that is paying off, and is now looking for a much-needed comeback on the overall leaderboard. Winning in Brazil has now become a must for the Dutch team, now closely followed by Charlie Enright's Americans on Team Alvimedica and Ian Walker's Abu Dhabi for the Emirates. Some 50 miles behind on the southern route, the ladies of Team SCA are keeping up with the pace and narrowly held back the Spaniards on Mapfre and the Franco-Chinese on Dongfeng. The current overall leaders tied on points with Abu Dhabi. Cape Horn Passages coming up on the next NC Sports edition. Join the current on Nautical Channel. Stay tuned for more exceptional racing on this Saturday's premiere of the NC Sports Buzz with the Fish & Co. Youth Sailing Championship from Singapore. Plunge into the action with NC Sports.